I supply you with the finest bitters that money doesn't buy. We're back.
Maze approves.
Even Maze approves, so that's even more important. I'm your host, the RPG Guy. With me is the lovely Me Plus.
Hello.
And we're doing another mod! A Final Fantasy IV mod. I have not played this. I tried it out just like an hour of it, just to get a feel. But my understanding is it's a slightly augmented story with a whole bunch of new content, so yay. So for the first opening sections of this, I'm not going to read all the commentary or the stuff here. It's pretty much, I'll summarize it for you. If you don't know anything about Final Fantasy IV, the main character Cecil, who's a Dark Knight for the Empire of Baron, is ordered to take the water crystal from the mages of Mysidia. And we're seeing that here. And it's a very brutal means of acquiring it. And so we're witnessing that here. And then all of the people involved actually felt bad doing it. And what's going to happen is Cecil's going to question the king about the actions of doing this and say that he feels that it's not good. And why do we got to do this? And he's going to get pretty much demoted. And that still is the same in this game. So this, again, this is a modded version. Allegedly, there are story differences, as well as a crap ton of secondary content. So that is forced. You still you have to do it. So May's just got a little bit of some bento. She likes it.
Here's some lemon.
Ooh, ooh.
Chicken.
She had some. She loved that chicken. Oh, she got a little bit of nuggy from Papa and some birdie. She's gonna be all right. So let's get. I'm not just for the opening. Once we're in control of the characters, the starting characters and the overworld, I'm gonna be more attentive. Oh, Nisa's gonna open her special little prize that came with the new McDonald's meal that they have, right? She got the bento box, I got the McDonald's, and they have this new box, and she didn't know when it was coming out. I guess it came out today. So while I was picking up junk food for myself, she got in on that.
And then doing something like little exclusive too. This packaging.
It's interesting, right? I think this one's in the theme of the old chicken McNugget puppets that they would use in the commercials back when I was a kid.
Just a little nugget.
Yep. And I guess if you collect the other ones, you can change their outfits.
There's a cool old Dracula for this thing.
Yes, it is. But yeah, the goal here is so we can get into the nitty gritty and check out the new systems and stuff that they've instilled.
Paint job is terrible on this, but I guess you get what you get, right?
You get what you get, yeah. You're lucky it has paint, man. It's McDonald's. You're also lucky it's not lead paint. I'm terrible.
Look, and she comes with a
Look at
character
trading
card here.
Ooh.
Her name is Dawn Bernice.
Okay.
She dips in creamy ranch. Wise and nimble with a needle and a thimble. Stern advice, but always nice. Fitting Frostway since 1955. And then her quote, ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm not a salad, but I be dressing.
That's pretty terrible.
There's some epic fucking art right here, though.
Oh my god.
Holy, that's awesome.
That's great. Oh my god. So bad it's questionable. So we're now seeing here where Cecil's gonna give Bacon here the crystal. The king's nipples get hard over the crystal.
I hope it wasn't collectible. Maybe just licked the card. Now there's a huge lick spot on it.
It's fine. No one will ever know. So Cecil's questioning the king what the purpose of getting these is, and blah, 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 blah. And now he's relieved of his post as commander of the Red Wings.
You definitely want Claudia too?
Yeah. And Dookie.
Okay, I'm just saying, because she's like...
And you know how she kicks up the grass because it's stinky.
Mm.
He's like, ooh, and I'm like, ooh, that was extra stinky. And we receive a package. So now we're being told we have to go to the City of Mist to deliver the package. I'm just summarizing this opening segment here, just because I just played this the other day for only about an hour, just to make sure the mod was worth our time and effort and whatnot. So, yeah. So I'm just going to power through this part of it and grabbing all the free goodies that are here for us to grab. Yoink, yoink, and yoink. Yeah, because the earliest part of this game feels relatively close to the same. So... Hey, Guardian. Hi there. I'm close to finishing the first 3 Wild Arms. Want to ask any recommendations on other RPGs on PS4?
Oh, there was one that actually released for PlayStation 4 along with Wild Arms 3. Let me see if I can figure it out.
Yeah.
I remember, because I was playing on the PS4.
Yeah, I don't know, because all the Wild Arms games, except for Wild Arms 2 and XF, came out on PlayStation 2. I'm assuming you're even allowing for the PlayStation, the library. I actually don't check that library. I own physical copies of all those games, so when I did Let's Plays of them, they're right off of PS2. So I could mention some more PlayStation RPGs that are definitely worth the time to check out, assuming you like the first 3 Wild Arms games. I do recommend hard passing on 4 and 5. They're not very good. But I recommend Shadow Hearts and Shadow Hearts Covenant. And if you really, really want to play the prequel to those, it's Kudelka for the PlayStation. I don't know if those are going to be in the library or not. That's going to be a wee bit beyond my insight, because I have the physical games. I just play them. I don't know what's in the PlayStation library per se. But Xenosagas 1 and through 3 are good. And if you have access to Xenogears, I recommend that as well. Any of the Final Fantasies of 10 and prior are going to be good. With Dragon Quest, I'd say 1 through 8. I'm indifferent to 9. 11's really good. So that 11 would be good if you haven't played Dragon Quest 11. It's actually one of my favorite Dragon Quests. I know I get dirty looks for saying that I like 11 over 8, but I think 11's a better overall story and experience, and 8 is a great experience. I think what 11 does better than 8, I think weighs more than what 8 has. But the thing that 8 does really well, 11 doesn't do as well, and that's full world exploration. The world exploration is a lot smaller in 11 than 8, but the story of 11 I think is very good. If you have access to the Grandia games, because you can actually get them on Switch digitally, the HD remasters. I don't know if they ever came out for PS4 per se, but the Silver Star Story Complete and Lunar 2 Eternal Blue Complete came out on PlayStation 1. So they might be in the PlayStation catalog. If you're into tactical RPG or strategy RPG games, Vandal Hearts.
Valkyria Chronicles is remastered on it.
Which one?
Valkyria Chronicles.
Valkyria Chronicles. The first one is really good. The second one's kind of iffy. A lot of people have said they like the third and fourth ones. I haven't gotten to the fourth one and third one yet. I played the first one. I didn't care for the second one. It was a PSP exclusive. I didn't care for that one. I guess I would be recount to say Persona 5, Persona 4, and Persona 3 are very good. Personas 1 and 2 are pretty rough around the edges, so...
Alright, I can't find when Wild Arms 3 came out for PlayStation 4 or anything around it, but
Yeah, because it's a place...
I remember, there was another JRPG they like dual released with it.
Wow. Dark Cloud and Dark Cloud 2 are very good as well.
Looks like there's Star Ocean on
Star Ocean's okay. I wouldn't go out of my way to do it.
Oh.
Lord of the Rings: The Third Age starts really good and then becomes very monotonous by the end. So some people either like it or...
RPGs suck.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You remember me playing The Third Age?
I know.
You remember that? When I played Lord of the Rings: The Third Age?
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah. And there's a part of me that wants to like it, but that's maybe because I'm a Lord of the Rings fan. But it's really rough around the edges. If you want something like Kingdom Hearts, Rogue Galaxy is really good. It's also hard.
You think Shadow Hearts ever got a PlayStation 4 release?
Look it up. I'm sure it did. I would be surprised if it didn't.
What would you like about Wild Arms 3?
What did I like about Wild Arms 3?
No, the chat.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a good question, Guardian. What do you like about Wild Arms? Well, you said the first 3 games. What did you like about the Wild Arms series? Because that could give insight as to what could be recommended. Instead of just listening to me randomly ramble for a while about the subject.
You just list every RPG that's on your wall and hope it's for PlayStation 4.
Well, that's true. I mean, my PS4 library and PS3 library are pretty lame. I do not recommend Final Fantasy 13 or 12. Well, 12
Hearts is not on the PlayStation.
Oh, it's not. That sucks. What about Rogue Galaxy?
Oh.
Possibly Parasite Eve 1 and 2. Those aren't too bad. You own Game Boy Advance, PS2, PS3, N64, GameCube, Wii Revolution, and PC. But due to current living situation, I only have access to PS4. I've beaten Dark Cloud 1 multiple times, currently half through 2. Yeah, well, Dark Clouds 1 and 2 are legit pretty darn good. Because I could recommend a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it looks like Rogue Galaxy's in the PS.
I love how Wild Arms is similar to Zelda in puzzles. Well, that's fair. There's a lot of puzzles in Wild Arms.
Okay, with puzzles.
Well, I'm not going to tell you to do this, but if you do emulate on your PC...
Yeah, he got his PS4.
Well, yeah, you're right. He's only got his PS4. Oh, jeez.
What he just said. Persona has puzzles, but man, is Persona a pain in the ass.
I will recommend Persona 5 if you're looking for RPG. Is it overrated? Maybe a little bit.
Well,
maybe a little
they
bit.
Just did they remastered like 3 and 4.
Yeah, they remastered 3 and 4, and
I bet they're more worth playing.
I think 3 and 4 are better than 5 overall, but 5 stylistically is
puzzles in their dungeons.
Not really, no.
Damn.
But there's like quizzes and stuff that you have to prepare.
It's not the same.
Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, of course it's not the same. So really quick, let's look at the new stuff here while I'm...
Man, you don't even have your Wii out?
Yeah, I know, because then he could play like...
You can play Zack Wiki.
Well, that, or he could play the one Mistwalker game that came out for that.
True.
I have it over there. I can't remember the name of it, though. The Last... something. Not The Last of Us, The Last something.
Guardian?
No, The Last Guardian is a PS4 game. It's called The Last... It's
Shadow?
No, it's a Wii game. And it was the last console game I think Mistwalker actually technically made that wasn't Blue Dragon related. Most of your systems are in storage. Okay.
Lost Odyssey isn't Blue Dragon related.
Yeah, but Lost Odyssey came before Blue Dragon, so I'm saying the last game...
It did?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Lost Odyssey came out a year or two before Blue Dragon.
When the hell is Sandland coming out?
Good question, man.
Okay.
Okay, so really, I just want to go over so that you can see the menu down here is new. Everything is really, really new here. We got all the weapons, I believe, have different effects. And look at that, even Cecil here has 2 shadow blades, and he's dual wielding. His attack is darkness. He resists holy, but he's weak to darkness, so that's a thing. I believe this item doubles or gives 1.5 gold, so I want that on. Because who knows how much money we're going to have to spend on equipment.
Have you considered jailbreaking the PlayStation 4?
He could do that. I don't know. I would have to see what you'd have to look at the library of games available on this on the PlayStation Workshop.
Here, I'll look it up and I'll say.
Because you've been around me long enough to know what I would consider to be good. Let me think here. Well, Valkyria Chronicles is one. I know you can get that on PlayStation 4.
I just said that.
No, I know that. I'm reiterating. Because RPG games as of late have not been good. Like, I don't recommend the Final Fantasy VII remake. I'm skipping treasure.
The treasure.
That treasure. The Last Story. I think it was what it was called. Ooh, you fool.
All PlayStation 4 games, that's what I'm looking at. How about I do you favor I look at teams?
That works too. Because my issue with the modern JRPG industry is they haven't been putting out a lot of good stuff. I played a little bit of Shining Resonance Refrain, and I just wanted to stab my eyeballs out with something sharp and pointy. Just from looking at it, it was that bad. And that's the most recent Shining game. Weeps, look out! She's naked!
Well, if you drop the fact that you're looking for an RPG entirely, you can play with Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight for only $7.50.
Wow.
That's on sale, by the way. It's usually $10. That's insane, dude.
Well, if he likes puzzle games, then he would like The Last Guardian. Because that's kind of like in the same vein as Shadow of Colossus and Ico.
Puzzles, you got Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, the remake of Resident Evil 2 is out. And that was good. I played that. I streamed that. It was good. I would even include the remake of Resident Evil 3 in that as well. Haven't played the remake of 4. It's on my... When I have more money, I will spend money on that list, but...
Octopath Traveler 2 is on sale right now.
Oh, is that on PlayStation 4?
Normally $60, right now $42.
Ooh. Yeah, I strongly recommend Octopath Travelers 1 and 2. I would say stay away from Bravely Default 2, because that was not... It was better than Bravely Default 1, in my opinion, but that's not saying much. The Bravely Default games, all of them start off pretty decent, and then they just become too big for their britches.
Well, it doesn't have Zelda-style puzzles. There's still... Each character that you get has its own abilities that can be used in the overworld.
Oh, you're talking about Octopath?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you play 8 characters. At some point, you will play... Oh, I keep fucking skipping the in. At some point in the game, you will pick up all 8 characters, and all 8 characters, puzzle-wise, have interactions that they can have in the overworld and in the towns and whatnot, and it all is accessible throughout the game. And you gain different things based on the progressions. The boss fights are legitimately interesting and good. You'll either like some of the characters and not... I don't know anybody who likes all the characters, but most people I've know who play, like Gene, he'll sit there and tell you, oh, I like this character more than that character, blah, blah, blah. And everybody's got an opinion on it. That was pretty good. Persona 5 Royale is 50% off right now. And that Royale comes with the expansion that continues the story a little further. Gives you an extra, like, 12...
Royal, and there's no E on the end.
Okay, I always called it Royale because I'm a big fucking fat asshole, but I'm at least willing to admit that Yeah, I'm a big giant fat asshole. That's gonna add, say, Royale, because, you know, what the fuck not. But yeah, those would be good starts for PS4. I guess you can probably get the old Kingdom Hearts games.
Look, I'm just sitting here and looking at what's on sale. And
Yeah, if the poor guy doesn't have access to even a decent laptop, maybe on a smartphone he could do some stuff, right?
And then there's Persona 5 Royal Ultimate Edition, which is also just $30, so I
May as well
guess
get that
one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That
You
would
know,
be a good
Resident
start.
Evil 4 is on sale for $5. That is fucking
What?
good, isn't it?
Wait, is it the remake
The
or
old one.
Oh well, yeah.
Alright, then get the remake. It's gonna be more expensive.
Well, yeah, get the remake. It'll be more expensive. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I feel bad for the guy. That sucks.
Hey guy, if you like One Piece, there's one fucking sale going on. Good God Almighty.
I don't even know what World Seeker is, but it's on sale.
I don't know.
Oh, that's right. One Piece Odyssey might be doable. I've not played it, but it looks like it's a good game.
No, let me tell you right now. It's I don't know One Piece, but One Piece World Seeker Deluxe Edition, usually $90, is $9 right now.
Yeah, you should just buy that on principle.
Well, I don't know what kind of game it is.
I think it's a Warriors style game. We might be rambling a bit. Please stop us if we're going on too long. Are the Xenosaga games in this workshop? Those are pretty good for space opera meets Final Fantasy-ish. I would think that it would be because they're still making Xeno games today. I mean, the Xenoblade games are meh, but they're still making them.
It says that the One Piece game's an adventure action.
So probably what I think then. Okay,
It's still crazy.
that's really cheap, yeah, for $90
Let me see.
thing. Level up a wee bit.
Do not buy Grey Hill Incident. It doesn't fucking work for shit. You can get Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition for $14.
It was okay. I can see the appeal, but it's just a Kingdom Hearts game with a Final Fantasy skin. And not even a good Final Fantasy skin.
Well, I mean, just don't play past the first half of it. It's fine.
That's true.
There's all these weird episodes for them. There's like $2 each.
Oh, well, those are good because they expand the story.
There's the Pronto pack for $2.
Ooh.
Hey, Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2 for $20.
Ooh, those are good. Those are pretty dated, but they are very
play
good.
through those now, and then you're all caught up for people telling you to go fuck a bear in the new one.
You've been a very naughty bear.
Third one was Game of the Year. Just one Game of the Year the other day. So
That's right. It did.
There's that.
Yeah. You wanna have something interesting to talk to your friends about? There you go. I just fucked me a bear, which actually wasn't that ripped out of a manga? What was the manga where the guy fucks the bear?
Nick, it's not the same as Golden Kamuy.
No, I know, but
He fucks an actual bear in that. In Baldur's Gate 3, it's at least a druid in bear form.
oh, that just lowers it so much.
Well, fuck, I don't know, dude.
I mean, come on. Japanese had balls. They went hardcore with the...
I'm pretty sure Japan would have made the JRPG as well.
That is fair. I you know what? I will not deny that they may have done that.
There's fucking...
Allegedly.
I don't know if you like Kingdom Hearts, but you got Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5, 2.5 remakes for $20.
I think... Oh, you know what you can get on... is Kingdom Hearts everything up to now. That might be the version that people should get. Because that's everything up to Kingdom Hearts 3.
There's the 1.5 and 2.5, and there's one called 2.8 Final Chapter.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, I thought there was one that's everything up to now.
Went on sale.
Oh, well, no, okay.
Is Outward any good?
No. I don't remember it being good.
Okay.
Katamari Damacy Ultimate. I actually like that game. I know you didn't care for it, but... Or you didn't seem to care for it, but, you know, the fear of the...
cool aesthetics, but I mean...
I love that game. There's something about that game It just resonates to me. Moon Daddy. Beware the Moon Daddy.
You didn't even know what the story was until I opened it up.
I know, but I played one of them, I thought.
I played one of them once upon a time. At some point.
Back in ancient times, when I was a youthful wizard, I once played Katamari Damacy. And I thought I was tripping balls.
We're just leveling up a little bit. It's I do it out of customary leveling, mandatory leveling. I think I'm level 4 though, so I might already be higher than I need to be. So we're leveling very quickly, as unlike the other the original. So this and again we start with different weapons. King's Spear.
Is already on sale, 50% off.
Oh, WrestleQuest! I recommend that. The battle system's a little slow, so the battles are kind of drawn out. But I was enjoying it. I gotta go back and play that again and actually focus on it more closely. We're gonna get what do we got here? Yeah, we're gonna just move on. We're gonna walk. We could get a chocobo, but you know what? We are playing a modded version. I should see what's in the chocobo site. Against me, better judgment. I said I beat Valkyria Chronicles 1, but 3/4 through... And you're 3/4 of the way through 3. Beat Kingdom Hearts 1, but halfway through 3. Kingdom...
Did you skip 2?
I think I don't know. That's a good question. Did you skip 2 and everything in between them? Because...
I mean...
There's a lot of stuff. There's what is there, 22 games in the entire series now, or something like that?
I'm expecting them all to be playable on PlayStation 4, but yeah, you know...
I think the 2.5 and 1.5 make it so, but it might be missing 1 or 2 games. Meeps, you hungry? Mark, scan an enemy to log a new entry to the bestiary work. Ooh, that might be...
Dude, can we just talk about how fucking stupid the new chocobo, the big chocobo for Final Fantasy VII looks?
Oh, they screwed it up. Yeah, they made it bad. No access, unfortunately. I couldn't beat 2.
Alright.
That's fair. Well, all I can suggest is if when you can't beat
Here
a
you
game,
go. I haven't played
start
this
over
one.
and try again. But
I haven't played this one, but Freezer won't shut up about it.
what?
Chrono Cross, $10.
Oh yeah. Chrono Cross is good.
God, I personally know somebody who is autistic straight up for Chrono Cross.
Yeah, he starts touching himself awkwardly over Chrono Cross. Here's a recommendation. I don't know if it's on PS4, but it's called Langrisir 1 and 2. It's a remake of a old school tactical RPG game. I enjoyed it. I do recommend it. I think it got a PS4 release.
South Park: The Fractured Butthole.
Ooh, and Stick of Truth are both very good.
Well, I'm saying what's on sale.
Oh no, I know, but
Usually $30 now, $9.
Well, I'm sure you can probably get Fractured Butthole, or not Fractured Butthole, Stick of Truth very cheap anyway.
Oh yeah, I bet that
You
both
probably
of
get-
them are in a bargain bin if you drag your ass to Best Buy.
Yeah. Strongly recommend Stick of Truth. I like Stick of Truth way more than I like the other one, but they're both good games.
I heard Digimon Survive is okay.
Mm.
Usually 60, now 20.
Hi, diddly ho, neighborino.
But that's like a new one, so...
Okay.
I don't know if I'm picking up or if you have to say what I'm saying.
I think he can hear you. I think we gave him enough to work with. I mean, if he gets 1.5 and 2.5, he'll get all of...
I'm going through all 200 pages of deals.
Oh, okay. She's going through all of the deals for you so you can get them cheap.
Dragon Quest 11S.
Yes, that's the complete
Usually
one.
40, now 24.
Yeah, I recommend that over everything I've said so far. I recommend that one.
Chained Echoes actually came out recently and it's already on sale.
Chained Echoes.
It's like a new indie with pixel graphics.
Oh, okay.
I remember in the trailer they're like on that like mountainside.
Got it. Yeah. No, I remember that. Money's not an issue. I think RPGs are a good investment since I get hours of entertainment from every game.
I mean, hey, I'm
that's-
just This is who I am.
I mean, here's the thing. Would you? Some people enjoy playing Call of Duty and repeating themselves at nauseum for hundreds of hours. Me personally, I prefer getting through stories and experiences, and I get that from RPGs. So I'm not saying that playing Call of Duty is stupid. There's nothing wrong with playing those games. It's just different strokes for different folks. Everybody likes different stuff. And I just find RPG games and completing them more rewarding. Kind of like having a nice bookshelf full of books that you've read over the years and stuff like that. I beat all the Dragon Quests. I beat all Dragon Quest. I've been a fan since they were the Dragon Warrior name. Oh yeah, me too. Back in my day.
Alright. I'm off the sales list. I'm checking exclusively all games that have the role-playing games tag.
Ooh.
So those are 633 results.
Oh, Dragon's Dogma, I recommend. I haven't beaten it. It's on my to-do list, but I've played it 4 or 5 times for the first 20 hours. And then I usually get distracted and something comes up and I stop playing it. But I've had great experiences with that game. Anyway, sorry.
Of course, all the fucking Final Fantasies.
Dragon Age 1 and 3. Everybody gushes over 3, but I think 1 and the DLC sequel is pretty damn good.
People were pretty hyped for the Mega Man Battle Network. Don't know just how RPG that would be.
Yeah, that's fair.
Why does this one look familiar, but not?
It's the Legends of Heroes game.
Do you like reading?
Actually, I heard that's only the first one.
Oh.
The first one is like has a lot of reading. But yeah, Legends of Hero games aren't bad. I wouldn't. I've only played the first one and part of the second one, and that's all I have to go on. They're good games. The first game is incredibly wordy, and that was one of the reasons I slowed down in that series. Just I needed some time between that first one and second one, and I chose not to do that. And that was at my failure because it was quite a bit.
They've got the Phantasy Star MMO, if you like MMOs.
Phantasy Star Online.
Yeah. I played a little bit of it. I couldn't get into the combat.
That's fair. And I'm a hardcore old school Phantasy Star fan, so I prefer Phantasy Stars 1 through 4 if I'm going to play any Phantasy Star.
Oh, there you go. Just play Amori.
Amori.
I heard that one good.
Yeah, well, yeah. I have it, and I haven't touched it because people. Who was it? Was it Bucks? Bucks decided to tell us, how it ended.
That was a real epic game.
Yeah. I guess you could say that the Undertale, if he's not played it, and nobody's ruined it for him, right? It's not a long game, but it's good.
It's okay.
Leave now. Is this the Esper of the Myth Cave?
There's Moon. I still gotta play Moon.
Knights of Baron. Who's there? Turn back now and no harm will come to you. Show yourself. So this is still the same as the original game. So hopefully we get something new. Other than item locations and stuff and our character's initial abilities, everything else is the same. Nice.
Would you recommend Legend of Luna?
Yeah, I would. It's not as good as Seiken Densetsu from the Super Famicom age, but it's good enough.
We're working with what we got here.
It's definitely what I would consider to be okay.
Just play Nier Replicant. How about that?
People have gushed over that. I don't. I wouldn't be able to tell them if it's any good or not.
It's very atmospheric. It's definitely an action RPG, if you can consider it that. The music's in it fantastic, and the story I've heard is really interesting. But it's not a turn-based. Saga Frontier?
That's good. It must be a remake or a HD remaster. Yeah, Saga Frontier's pretty good. I could easily recommend that. It's a hard game though. That comes from the Saga games. So the Saga Game Boy games would be Final Fantasy's Legends 1, 2, and 3. We never got the Romancing Saga games in the US, but you might be able to get those actually because they redid Romancing Sagas 2 and 3 in English.
Is this one of the
on
shitty
Steam.
East games?
Yeah, that's one of the shitty East games. That's some hardcore trash. I did not scan the Mist Dragon. Reload. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna reload for that. I don't even know if collecting and filling the bestiary.
Dude, you like
Does anything.
Pokemon? There's Monster Sanctuary.
Yeah. Ooh.
I got a show for that because I'm friends with one of the developers.
Well, that's true. Shill away, shill.
It's a good game. You do 3-on-3 battles.
Ooh. Trying to think of what else he could pick up on PS4. So,
Oh, isn't cute?
no, well,
Over Cold Steel.
I don't know where to start with that series other than Legend of Heroes: Trails in the Sky.
Oh, look how cute this dragon is!
What game is it?
Ninth Dawn 3.
Ninth Dawn.
I don't know what that is.
Well, check Legend of Heroes. Thought it was an airplane game. Well, make sure you put Legends of Heroes: Trails in the Sky. That's where it started. Then there's Legend of Heroes: Trails of Cold Steel. Then there's Legend of what? It's a big series now. It started off with it started off relatively small, and has expanded to very epic proportions. If my knowledge is correct. Oh, you know what? That's right. You can't make saves. You got to actually do save states here. Unfortunately. I said leave!
You like games that feel good to play physically? Because
Mm.
there's even the ocean. I still gotta get you to play that.
You do.
Is Crosscode any good?
No, I don't remember anything good about it.
Bug Fables, I heard that's like Paper Mario. I haven't played it though, but I mean, I've heard people like it. Oh, they got Languishing.
Okay, yeah, I recommend that.
There's no way that one picked up.
Langrisseer?
Yeah, there's a 1 and 2 pack.
Yeah, that's the one I have. I recommend it.
Unfortunately, I heard that Shenmue 3 was ass.
Yeah.
So that sucks.
Yeah, that does suck.
There's Neverwinter Nights.
Pokemon I couldn't get into because I think it is an easy game to just grind levels. Like, get anyone to 99, you basically insta-win. You know, I might have been in that boat, but Meeps got me to play the most recent Pokemon game, which was Scarlet Violet.
No, you can still easily get to level 9 if you know on that. But Monster Sanctuary is a little harder.
What are the differences between those?
God, it's been forever since I played it, but it's like you can't just spam your strongest move. There's like a point system that's even harder. What was it? Alright, look up some gameplay of it, man.
Because I got into Scarlet Violet made me more interested in Pokemon games.
Here you go, dude.
More than
Play
ever before.
Conception Plus.
Oh God, no.
Perfect.
Stranger in Sword City? If they have that one, there's a bomb ring in that package. They should. Is this why we were sent here to burn down the village? So this is all OG Final Fantasy IV story-wise here.
Anything that says as the
Other than that,
don't
Red Dragon.
fucking get because it's just a phone game.
Oh yeah. Anything by Kemco you could pretty much pass. When a level 99 Pikachu kill a level 50 Mewtwo.
You don't get that kind of shot. I don't know. There's Graveyard Keeper.
That's more of a Zelda game with life management stuff. It's good though. It's hard. It's good. So yeah, we fought the Mist Dragon twice.
Is Felseal any good?
What?
Felseal?
Yeah, it was that's a tactical RPG game, right?
Probably.
Let me see the cover. Yeah, it was pretty good. Kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics. So Felseal. So other than fighting the Mist Dragon and the weird wraparound we had to do after the Mist Cave, all of this is relatively the same. Let's get out of here fast. What about the girl? We can't leave her. I mean, you totally can leave her. No, I didn't do the pro strat where you de-equip Kane. Come on.
Call of Cthulhu.
It's not necessary, huh?
Call of Cthulhu.
Call of Cthulhu.
It's $5 right now.
I hate you. It's Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh no, the elbow.
Oh, here we go.
Let's do some Jim, brother.
Divinity 2.
People like that game. That's not probably not a bad option either. You notice a lot of what we're pulling up though is like remakes or re-releases of older games, which is fair because there's just new JRPGs have just been really mild or uninteresting. A few of them stick out. A few of them call out and are like, okay, this is cool. But
I know you don't give a shit about sales or nothing, but you can get Ni no Kuni 2 for $10. Just saying.
Ooh, Ni no Kuni 2 Wrath of the White or Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch. And but that probably on PS4.
I'm not finding that. I only see Ni no Kuni 2.
Oh, yeah, that one's not bad. It's just not as good as the first one. By a large margin, it's not as good as the first one. I just feel like levels matter too much for Pokemon for it to really matter. Yeah.
No, I was just saying Pokemon is like you like having a pet that you fight against someone else's pet? One of those.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the most common franchise that does that. More than Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Monster Rancher. But definitely check out Ni no Kuni 1 if they have it. Ni no Kuni 2 is okay. Is okay. I wouldn't go out of my way.
Of Mana. Oh, there's Stick of Truth.
Oh, okay. Secret of Mana is pretty good. I think it's the remake though. Some people either like it or some people hate it, but the game itself is good. Secret of Mana, which is Seiken Densetsu 2.
There's that. Dragon's Dogma.
I recommended that already. Dragon's Dogma.
Pillars of Eternity.
Ooh, yeah, Pillars of Eternity. Pillars of Eternity. I like that one. It's more of a American style RPG game like Baldur's Gate, or Icewind Dale, or Neverwinter Nights. It's in that vein of game. They're very good. Strongly recommend them. I actually know the guy who worked on that one. Oh, Johnny boy, the pipes are calling. I haven't gotten to Ni no Kuni yet, but halfway through 1, haven't touched 2. Well, they are very different games. Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch is one of the games where...
Yeast Origin?
It's okay.
I don't know. You fucking put out the yeast.
No, I was trying to think really quick. I don't remember liking it that much. Unless it's the remakes of 1 and 2, and then yeah.
Just get a fucking Tales game. Get weirder.
Oh yeah.
Vesperia.
Tales of Vesperia, Berseria, Tales of Xynthia, or whatever. Yeah, those games. I think Tales of Berseria is okay. I don't remember Vesperia being very good. Xyntheria, I don't.
Star Trek Online.
Star Trek
You load up
Online.
Star Trek Online on your PS4.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Sounds funny.
Yeah, really. Mr. Spock. Prepare warp drive.
Yeah, just get Rogue
Zulu,
Galaxy.
prepare for warp. Huh?
Get Rogue Galaxy. Oh, they got Okage also.
Okage's good. Okage the Shadow King. Oh, I didn't mean to attack him. No!
Arc the Lag.
Ooh, that one's good too. Oh, I got him before he ran away. Oh, look at all that delicious XP. My nipples are so hard right now.
Disgaea for
Landanga.
person.
What?
Disgaea.
You could get into Disgaea if you want. I'm not a fan of Disgaea. I've given that series 2 chances.
Hey man, just play Bastion.
I guess. But I've given that franchise 2 tries, and it's just so bloated and over convoluted and full of itself. I can't enjoy it.
I just went through all the ones that have the RPG tag.
Okay.
I named all the notable ones.
You did indeed.
Maybe it's... Hi. Who's a good Chihuahua?
She's like, I'm not a Chihuahua.
Yeah, you are.
You have She has Chihuahua in her. She's, oh, look at, she didn't like you calling her a Chihuahua. I'm cuter than a Chihuahua.
Maze, come here.
I've got the terrier in me.
Alright, fine, Maze. What's Daddy doing? What's Daddy doing?
Oh, hello.
Oh,
Oh, I got a kiss. Why, thank you, sweet child. And now she's thirsty. So, oh! Ailment apply, Toad. So I guess using her rod will cause enemies to be toaded. Interesting.
hey, slow down.
Don't wink your Wawa too fast. Race, kill, slime. So I'm assuming when I get that... So I guess this weapon, slime or ooze enemies are weak to this weapon. Interesting. Oh, excuse me. That did nothing. Moderate wind damage, non-elemental damage. Sticky web slows fuzz. Okay. Alright, so Iridia is with us. What can she do?
Pretty cool.
Old Ice Sleep and Choco. Must have been.
Like your bed?
She must like her bed. Because she always goes to it now. She used to not do that. Right?
Yeah.
She must like it. She just stares at us. It's comfy. It's cozy. Okay, now we're trapped. We're trapped.
Hi. Hello. Hello.
I have a mug of Kaipo's finest. It's made out of sandwiches. Delicious. We have few customers these days because of the monsters.
Oh, I
On my way to
fucking hear
Fabu.
all of them.
Aw, but she's looking at you,
Are you looking at me?
wagging her little tail. One of these days we're gonna get a maze cam for you guys so you can see how cute she is. Because some of you have asked for it over the years.
It's fine.
Over the year.
You know I love you. I love you.
Let's keep exploring the town. Now, she has no gear on her, so let's give her leather. Some leather. She has that, so we don't need to buy that. That's really expensive, so let's hold off on that.
You're laying your face at the beach. What's Daddy doing?
What else I did? Well, hello. You gonna visit? Hi. Ooh, kisses for Papa.
Yeah.
She does. She does. No. She's a good girl. Alright, let's see. What else can I blow my big fat wad of sweaty money on? Hookers and blow! Blow! Hookers and blow! We gotta love the Russian saber dance by Khachaturian playing. Aram Khachaturian. I want to go to Amsterdam, but some kook's not letting anyone through. I want to see. No, I didn't mean to do it again. Whoops. Tales of games are my favorite. Symphonia 1 multiple times, 2 halfway, Zillia 2 still halfway.
I like this picture of this dude here. The pencil tattooed on his face.
That's gotta be somebody. Oh, some report, right?
Would you hire somebody who has a tattoo or a pencil on their face?
Probably not. I would actually if I interviewed them, I'd like to know why they did that.
Well, you know, a pencil's like an educational tool.
Yeah, I would have questions. That's all. We can't afford really any weapons except for the healing rod, which I'm not gonna buy.
This is such cool.
What is this? This is new here. What is this? Ooh, could buy goodies. Well, if that's the case, let's sell this shadow. And we can sell this shadow.
Just for me for those.
Sell that.
But yeah, man, just, look up on YouTube how to jailbreak your PlayStation 4 and then go on from there.
Yep.
I can't tell you how to do that, that would be
This is interesting. Redia can learn summons as soon as you get her. Normally, she doesn't learn summons until you get her much later in the game. So that's interesting. For 2,000 a pop, we can collect summons for her.
She looks like she's just...
Whoa! What does that do? And why are they giving me 38,000 for it? What is this? This better tickle my Elmo. Sticky web slows foes. That's all it does? I mean, I don't care about slowing foes that much. They want to get... You want... Oh my god! Did we just break the game? I think we did. Yoink. I don't know what that does. We won't spend money on... fucking buy it. Voice actor for Lloyd Irving. The same voice actor for Dark Cloud 2 main character. Oh yeah! Well, that's from that same time period. I'm not surprised by that. So she knows fire magic before story elements. That's interesting. Good thing we freaking got that drop. Where did we get that from? I don't know. Okay, we did that. A book of summoning. So that's probably an item that casts a random summon. So we bought all the summon items. Now I must ask myself. Do we buy her a bow? Now, the other question is, when she uses a bow, is that one arrow? That is one arrow. So we'd have to buy a whole crap ton to make it worth it, but that's not a problem. Then we go back here. So she's got 9, so she needs 90. Whereas in the newer versions of this game, they did it without having to do this. I guess we'll buy another Fandango, actually. And we'll buy this for good measure, so we have it. So for her... Oh, she can't use the wooden. Or is that the wrong hand? Oh, there we go. Wooden, and then... Was that because she had the rod in there? There we go. Left hand and then right hand. No, and I gotta put it all together. Hold on. Now, before we even put arrows on her, I just wanted to see how that played out. Before we even put the bow and arrow on her, what I'm going to do is put the change rod back on. And the reason I want to do that is because she's very under level. She's level 1. And she's like that no matter what version of the game you play. She's always level 1. Also, giving her the change rod ups her magic damage, where I think giving her the bow would have the opposite effect. Let's look over here, because we have another Fandango. Attacks 21 times 2. 24, 85%. Okay, yeah, we're going to keep the Flandangos on. We lose the darkness damage, but I don't really care about that, so not at this point of the game. So luckily in Final Fantasy IV, there's not a lot of leveling grinding that you have to do. There's a bunch you do in the very beginning, and then there's going to be areas in the game that I have cheesed, specifically summoning marionettes, where you could sit there and just grind that for an hour and gain all the leveling you could ever need. Cecil, don't leave me. The sand ruby could cure her fever, but they're in the antlion's nest. You don't say. The only cure for desert fever is the light of a sand ruby.
What the? Hello?
She wanted to come see you.
You like my pillow?
Mm-hmm. She clearly likes your pillow.
Mommy is a better dog than me.
We're in the domain of Damsayan We're in the domain of Damsayan Kingdom. Its prince sings lovelier than any bard.
I want one, I got 2.
Any spooky bard? I've heard strange noises near the mountains southeast of here, so you say.
Strange voices indeed.
Hold me, feel me.
Wait, what?
Somebody found a sick lady from Baron. She got desert fever.
Hey, what's that mean? What's Daddy doing? What's Daddy doing?
Hello.
What?
Hi, sweetie.
What?
Hi, sweet girl. Ooh. You want head pets? You want head pets on your little mohawk? Okay. Oh, you're good. You're a good dog. Watery underpass is north of here, but 8 huge sea snakes block the path. Sea snakes. Anna fell in love with a bard, but Sage Tella didn't approve, so she ran away. We're gonna buy against my better judgment, I'm gonna buy this ruby ring here, even though I'm not gonna put it on Rydia yet. Or if I'm gonna put it on her at all, I have not made the decision on this. Alright, now we go through the slightly boring part, and I'm gonna save before we start it here. Remember, for anybody at home, I need to save. Use save states, or this mod won't let me save. It won't remember the save. We need to level up Rydia, because she comes in at a whoppingly sad low level. So, and who knows what she's gonna learn as she levels, so there's that too. She can't summon anything. We just want to make sure that Rydia lives through these fights. She's going to probably get a couple levels right here. 1, 2, 3, 2 levels. And she learns how to heal, which I will gladly be happy about that. Oh, look at that. Interesting. There's actual stats for these. Causes paralysis. Imps are no fans of this spell.
Nick, what's the way that people that got COVID get their smell back?
I forgot. I'm sorry. I have to think about it because it's been a while since we talked about it. Why?
One of those twins from Will's server just messaged me and said that she didn't get COVID, she lost her sense of smell. I'm like, oh.
I totally forgot. You would think that'd be something I would commit to memory too.
Yeah. You said it was eating spicy stuff?
I want to say it was eating spicy stuff.
Oh, what
yeah.
hurts in the taste or something?
They're both the same thing, in a way. People who lose their sense of smell actually have problems with tasting things. Strangely enough. Might be some good XP. Kind of curious about your thoughts on hybrid RPGs like Borderlands, Alan Wake, Tomb Raider, Last of Us, which incorporate RPG-like levels, skill systems, but are still primarily FPSs or over-the-shoulder shooters. I have a very interesting interpretation of that. I would say. My opinions about that kind of stuff, because people will say, well, Borderlands is an RPG, and it's like, no, it's not an RPG. It's a game with it's a first-person shooter with RPG elements. Now, with that said, I enjoy the Borderlands games. The most recent there was one Tomb Raider game that I thought was okay. But none of them have really jumped out at me as like, stop what you're doing to play it right away, fool. Nothing like that has like crossed my path. The Last of Us, I liked the first Last of Us. I've not played the second one. But I enjoyed it all the same. They have RPG elements, but I don't treat them or think of them as RPGs at all. I treat them as third-person shooters and first-person shooters respectively, which are game series styles that I enjoy. I like Borderlands. I like the storytelling in Borderlands a lot. More than probably any other element of Borderlands. The fact that there's the guns and all of that stuff and there's a leveling system and all of that is in there, to me, is negligible. Because that's been around for a long time, regardless of what people will tell you. So I think of those games as like third-person shooter adventure games. or the adventure genre is a more suitable, you know, way of looking at it. Because pretty much look at like the newer Zelda games. You know, those are adventure games to me. That I don't consider them RPGs, whereas other people consider them RPGs for reasons that I can't get them to ever explain to me in a way that makes sense. So there is that. Oh, look at that. There's jokes. Sleep better than NyQuil. Guys got jokes. Huh? What was that, sweetie? Oh. Weak yet shocking damage to the recipient. Oh my god. Now I gotta actually look at some of these. They're hilarious. Most basic ice magic. Okay, that one's not hilarious. Use enemy info, world map, and the bestiary. Choco Stomp, Choco Kick, Choco Bop. Let's see, what does this one say? By the radiance of Elder BV judged. Scorches all enemies in a fiery blaze. Brace the serenity and freeze! Okay, so let's put these in some kind of discernible order. I don't want it like that for now. I think, like I said, those series so far, the ones that you've mentioned, they're enjoyable. I think I don't know as much. I don't have as many strong of a feeling about Alan Wake as other people do, so there is that. I don't have as big of an opinion on Alan Wake or Tomb Raider. My feeling on the series is really, you're either gonna like them or you're not. Like for Tomb Raider, I'd rather play Uncharted. For the most part, I prefer those games. I like the character of Ethan Drake. I think it's Ethan Drake more than I like Lara Croft. I know that's blasphemy in many circles to say that, but it's a personal preference. What can I say? You know? This game has a bestiary. I gotta collect it all. So that's just a preference. I like Resident Evil 4, and I like this Resident Evil 2 remake. So yeah, I enjoy Resident Evil games. I like Dino Crisis. I played that growing up. Galarians, which nobody actually remembers except me for some reason, which was another over-the-shoulder, you know, kind of tank control, science fiction horror, and it wasn't too bad. What is the... I was gonna do it out of habit anyway. So if we die and it lets us reload, it's probably when we exit the game it doesn't do any of that. Okay, what's our next level here? Oh, actually, it's pretty quick. So, yeah, as long as we can keep leveling, let's keep leveling. But I am going to heal up because now we have some MP available to us for Rydia to use for that delicious offensive damage. We also want to stock up on potions and stuff, which we'll do at the very end, as well as healing items to heal the conditions. But yeah, I like those games all the same. But they are definitely, I'm gonna be staunch about this. They're definitely not RPGs. To me, they are third-person, first-person shooter games that have leveling elements or various. I guess you could call them RPG elements, but they're not RPG centric. You know, I don't know. I think the definition of RPG is being loosely used to overgeneralize mechanics. And though the game may have those mechanics, it doesn't necessarily make it an RPG, because by the standard some people are using now, oh, if you have status effects and leveling systems, then it's an RPG. It's not that. And it's like, nah. But I like your definition of saying it, you know, saying it's a hybrid. That makes more sense to call it that. They're hybrids versus being strong one way or strong the other. I'm just not really big on shooter games. I got out of shooter games, excluding Borderlands and things of that ilk. Or Doom. I like the new Doom games. But I don't play much of first-person shooters anymore. I don't play Call of Duty. I don't play any of that stuff. I used to play way back in the day. We're talking back in the earliest of 2000s. I used to play in a Return to Castle Wolfenstein League. And we won some tournaments. I made some money doing that. Playing on a team. But I you know, after I had done that, I never was really that interested in doing it again. That was kind of all. That was it for me. I was like, all right, I did this. This was a turning point in my life. I don't feel I need to pursue this ever again. And I tried picking up other games like Quake and you know, Quake Ultimate and stuff like that, and I never really got into it in the same vein that I got into Return to Castle Wolfenstein. So that would be the reason I don't, and I haven't played. I've played shooters like the newer Calls of Duties and stuff. I haven't fiddled with them, but I wouldn't say that I actively play them. And I have not much of an interest in them, so I don't think Meeps has ever seen me play a first-person shooter other than Borderlands, right? Maybe Doom. Oh, maybe you might have seen me play Wolfenstein: The New Order. I did play that, and I like those games. It's not the first thing I'm going to jump towards playing. It'd be like more of a kind of tired of RPGs, kind of tired of simulation games. You know, we'll pull this out and change it up a bit. Hey, let's change her up a bit. And that's where that mentality comes from. Ooh, she's down. Good. I know why you're over here. I know why you're over here, little doggy. You want attention. You want attention, sweet dog, yes? Oh, you're a good girl. Somebody's getting a bath tonight, though. You don't like baths. It's not like we're hurting for cash, so we may as well use it. All right. Yeah, good enough. What are we at here? I don't want to go on too long with this. She's about to level, so let's see what her next level is after she levels. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do from there. If I'm going to level a little bit more or move on. Do I consider Resident Evil RPG or FPS?
Survival horror.
Survival horror is what I would call it. It's its own genre. And if I had to give it a genre based on its gameplay element alone, it would be a third-person shooter. Well, wait. Which Resident Evils are we talking about? The ones with the tank controls, or are we talking about the over-the-shoulder ones? Or the first-person ones? Because there's all of that. But because you have Resident Evils that are third-person perspective, first-person perspective, and tank-controlled fixed visual perception. I don't consider them RPGs. I would want to know what measurement somebody's using to say it's an RPG if they're trying to label it that. Because, yeah, I don't outright think of RPGs when I think of Resident Evil. There's only a few first-person shooter Resident Evils. That would be 7 and Survivor, I believe. So anything outside of that, I'd be reluctant to consider it.
Resident Evil 5 is a party game.
Resident Evil 5 is a party game. That's third-person shooter, but yeah. that's definitely one of those games that I pull out and I'm like, this exists. It's not bad. There is stuff that is pretty laughably hilarious about it, from Chris punching rocks with his bare knuckles, giant boulders, I should say. I mean, it's Resident Evil 5 is one of those you gotta see it to believe it that they made it, and it's good. It's definitely gonna fill in that void if you're looking for like a good zombie killing game. But man, is it batshit weird. And whereas 6 takes itself too seriously, and it doesn't do enough with what it has.
Please. No.
Oh, she loves your belly rubs. I still didn't check the 224. She's still leveling pretty quickly here. I'm reluctant to
Oh, thank you.
stop. Hmm? Someone want belly rubs? You want belly rubs, sweet child? Hmm? Mm-hmm. Belly rubs for sweet May. She's so sweet. She's so sweet. Yeah, she's super duper sweet. Yes, she is. From my experience, RPG are mostly swords melee, but I think a majority of games with guns and shooters are hard to justify an RPG. I can give you one that actually justifies it. That uses guns is the Wild Arms 3. Every character uses a gun in that. It's how your battle mechanics go, I think. Or like Parasite Eve uses guns. But it's how you interact with the environment and how you play the game that defines it as an RPG, more so than just numbers and statistics and things like that. And those would be examples of JRPGs where your character's only weapon is a gun. Well, Parasite Eve has like nightstick and knives and stuff, but you do use guns in that game. Some of the best weapons are guns, with regards to the series. But I'm just giving you an example. I'm not saying that's what you did say most, so that would imply there's some exception to that rule. Aww. Yep. I was hoping we get a sandworm, but no luck. Radio level. Let's check her 2 next level here. You're not gonna get much more if 600. So I think we can move on. It's a little premature, but I think we can move on. But first, foist. We need to stock up on drugs. On all the good drugs. Granny, get the hell out of my way. There we go. Let's see.
You already spent all of that money?
I bought those summons were like expensive. They were very expensive. There's no way I should have the money to buy all of them, even from grinding. They definitely gave me a lot out the gate. Wow, those are very expensive. Scotty got back to us.
That huge Texas from Scotty?
Yep.
Oh, is he okay?
Yeah, he's okay. Just thinking about when we want to get together for some catching up and beers and.
Is he allowed to go for beers?
Nah, just something there at the house. Ooh, it's just out of what we can afford.
Maybe
Wow,
we
the
can-
Abilify is so expensive.
Maybe we can pick up some stuff from that place next to that store.
Oh, from Select Beer. Yeah, we could do that. You think there could be an RPG game made with no level or stat system? I want to say that exists
It's
already.
Zelda.
Well, I don't, because no, I consider that an adventure game. I don't consider that RPG. Straight, and I know I'm a minority in that, but I'll stick to my guns. But there is this, that already exists. Damn, it's any okay gear-based RPGs. There's RPGs where you find gear, or you're given gear from beating bosses and monsters, and you equip that gear, and it gives you stat bonuses, but you don't actually level per se. You're only as good as your gear. Now, I guess technically that's kind of pushing it though, because he said stat system. So yeah,
Adventure.
yeah, it almost. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I feel like there's a game out there that does that. I can't quite put my finger on.
I've named two, and you're like, well, those don't
Well,
count.
I already said earlier I don't count Zelda though. I'm trying to think of one that doesn't meet those requirements, and I'm reluctant to think of the name of it. I can. God, It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't honestly think of the direct name for it. Which, that's the real frustrating thing, is not remembering the name of the series. I mean, here's the problem, is there's some games that don't have a leveling system or stat system. They have a stat system, but the stat system isn't what you think it is. Or they have a leveling system, like Saga Frontier. You can level in that game. You can be level 99 and still not progress in that game. Because it's not based on just your level. It's based on, it's more intricate than that. It's a much more involved system. It's there because people recognize it, but it doesn't, functionally it's very different. But to answer the question, could there be a game made with no level or stat system that's an RPG? Maybe something like Quest 64? Because not going to ruin the story for me, but there's no... I don't recollect there being much of a stat system in there. I think there's a leveling system, but again...
Boy and his blob?
Boy and his blob. Oh, that's a platformer. Puzzle platformer, I would say. I don't know. Somebody said there was whispers over this way, but I don't see nothing. Keep looking, though. That's a dead end. God, I want to say it's like there is a retro game, a couple of retro games that do it. Maybe I'm thinking of like Sweet Home for the Nintendo, the Japanese horror RPG. I don't think there's leveling in that one. I'd have to think about it if there's a way to do that. Because that is a defining feature. However, You could have a game with stats and leveling, but I would say there's a defining element to what makes it an RPG game. And it's a combination of elements. So you can have any amalgamation of those elements, but as long as you core values or have core elements, then that's what makes it, to me, a... See, now the problem is that I'm more of a traditional RPG person or individual, whereas there's people who like the hybrid stuff, and there's nothing wrong with liking the hybrid stuff, but I consider it that it is a hybrid versus like the more traditional RPG. So I think more traditional RPGs fall in turn-based systems. For example, I think turn-based systems are more traditional. You can have action ones as well. Action RPGs. Like, I'll give you an example. Here's an action RPG versus Zelda. Soul Blazer or Illusion of Gaia or Illusion of Time, depending on where in the world you live. I think Illusion of Time Gaia. Froggies indeed. Illusion of Time and Terra Enigma and what's it called? Soul Blazer. To me, those fit as action RPGs. Whereas I think Zelda doesn't, because Zelda doesn't have the systems that RPG games usually have. There's no leveling system. There's no, particular stat system. Whereas the Soul Blazer trilogy or quadrilogy, if you include Grand Stream Saga, as part of the Soul Blazer series, because it kind of is. They have stat systems. They have all the elements that you see in traditional RPGs. Magic harp. But yeah, so there is an element to that needs to be addressed. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully that helps clarify. I need to keep doing this. I keep forgetting to scan things. And I'm worried if I don't have a full bestiary, or their game's going to request me to do a bestiary at some point. The only negative is there was a boss I didn't do it to, and I have regrets.
Well, you could have restarted right there.
Nah, it still would have been. It would have been a long way to get back. I didn't want to. It takes like 30-40 minutes to get to that point in the game. I don't want to start over. It's my first time playing this anyway, so I'm willing to allow some mistakes. I'm playing this mod. Where is the bestiary? Storage, key items, bestiary. Okay, so they show. So yeah, I bet you the Mist Dragon would have been in there if I would have scanned it. Oh darn. Well, my Dark Knight, hear my plea. A wicked bard tricked my daughter into running away to Damcian, and I sense evil in that direction. You must be Sage Tella.
Indeed, I need to rescue my daughter, but a gigantic monster blocks the way. My magic alone can't defeat it, but your sword might help, and this girl is a caller. She's quite gifted, I sense.
We're almost on our way to Damcian.
Excellent! Let us work together to get there.
Giggity goo. So Sage Teller has joined us. No relation to Penn and Teller. Let's put him there, because that would be safest. What does he come with? The healing staff. He has no headpiece, but we do have some armor lying around, I think. Do that for now. He's immune to piggy. He's immune to being pigged. The one Final Fantasy game that has the piggy status effect. Wow, he comes in at a whopping level 65. And then he's got very little magic, though. Well, we'll make do with what we get. Since we don't get, like... Until we get an elemental rod, we're kind of just going to have to fight. Let Cecil do a lot of the heavy lifting here. And that's just the way it is. Magic dart! Okay, that leads upstairs. Let's explore the rest of this floor, shall we? Ew. I know that the water bug is going to need probably to be hit with lightning. If we use it, we'll use it from Tella. His magic will be significantly stronger than Redia's. It also allows her to store up for her summons if we want to use any of those. Talking of bestiary, I think a list of your ratings of RPGs may be interesting to hear. Oh, you're not the first person who said that recently, huh? Somebody wanted me to rank all the Final Fantasy games, right? Or rate them in like a tier list or something. So you're not the first person to suggest that to me. What do you think, Mapes? Maybe I'll do something like that. It's not unheard of for me to want to do something like that, I guess. But I do want to say and that a lot of stuff is, you know, as easy as it is to just make a list, right? And say here's the deal. At the end of the day, it's going to be a lot of personal preference. And I say that because it's easy to just put things in categories. It's another thing to justify it and then carry that justification from series to series, and at the same breath still be objective while doing it. That's the big one, is the objectivity. And then there's always the nuance, because there's always going to be some franchisees that get away with doing something you would normally frown upon, and and then you have to justify it to your audience, who may not have played it, so they don't understand why you're rating it the way you're rating it. And so there is going to be questions of that, and so having that discussion is definitely interesting for sure. But it's also you're always going to have the naysaying and I personally try to put my fanness or fanboyness on the shelf when I evaluate games. Meeps knows I'm pretty good at doing that most of the time, with some exceptions, right, Meeps? Yeah. I usually can be objective. There's games that I do like that technically are not very good. I'm open to saying that. There's games a lot of people like that technically by any real measurement aren't that good, but we give them slides because of other variables that we can't sometimes quantify. And that's something that it's like the preface to even having a video like that would be pretty long, and I doubt people would be that. I don't know how long people can keep their focus enough for me to communicate my preface, because I remember doing and rating Shining Force characters. Ooh, did I find something? No, I did not. It seems like there's a gap there. Something should be there, but it's not. Oh well. Oh darn.
Oh heck gosh.
These series are basically ratings on monsters, so just popping. I think you having years experience would give others knowledge they don't have. Aw, she loves your little bed. You like your little bed? You sure as heck spend a lot of time over there. Come here. Come here, you little gremlin. Oh, What is it, sweetie? Oh, she looks...
Maybe she's moving because well, she is tired. Let's pick her up like a baby.
Yeah, maybe she's just...
But
Yeah, maybe she just wants to chill for a little bit. Well, I do appreciate the confidence. I do and have played a lot of RPG games over the years. And
toe biter. I think it's a
Eat your soul.
my soul.
They'll bite off your Johnson
I don't got either of those.
that you know of. They find the hidden Johnson. The Johnson and Johnson.
a family company. No, like, I can recommend games people have never heard of. I still do that to this day. Every time somebody comes and asks me, what's the hardest tactical RPG game you can name? I always say the same one. And people are like, never heard of it. And I'm like, oh, that's not my problem. That's your problem. Go find it. You can find it. It's called Hoshigami, Ruining the Blue Earth. And I like that game. One of these days, I will pull it out of between my butt cheeks and do a let's play on it at some point. Ooh, see, this one does it too. And it's the length of the bridge. I'm wondering if now I gotta check every bridge in the game. No, I'm kidding. I'm being hyperbolic. Let's just use this moment as a moment to recover the mages. Oh, Breath of Fire games too. There's a series I didn't recommend. Breath of Fire. 1 through 4. My favorites are 3 and 4. Then 2, then 1. 5 does not exist. Or Dragon Quarter is what it's really called. That game doesn't exist. Oh, I changed him back. Interesting. The more you know.
Let's move.
Totally worth coming down. God, the toe biters are fighting and facing me in full force. That beeps tell them I have no more toes. My toes are gone. Petting them.
You still have 12 more.
Wait.
2 of those aren't.
Oh, God damn it.
I'm gonna make a joke that 2 of those aren't toes.
There's really long balls. Balls that hit the floor.
The danglers. The wild danglers, people call them. The dangle-angle. Dangle-angle dong. But yeah, I mean, you know, it depends on people's preferences too, you know. So yeah, I mean, if you name a console, I can name a bunch of good RPGs from it off the top of my head, with some respects, because I know some jackoff is gonna name like the Kuri, or like one of those fucking dipshit consoles that only had like 10 games on it.
Hey man, any good RPGs for the Ouya?
Thank you. Yeah, it Meeps beat you all to it. No. What do you know that's on it?
Now that it had a bunch of games ported to it.
Well, okay, but you're better off not playing it on that.
True, but I still got it.
That's
Careful,
true.
frog. You're getting close to the edge.
No. Aw.
Take that, Toad.
Reep deep 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 deep. Reep deep 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 deep. I will have to say Final Fantasy II or Final Fantasy IV was the first JRPG game to really sell me on the JRPG games. Like I loved them because of this game. So the fact that there's this interesting mod out is cool. We do like mods. Can I turn the overhead fan on?
Yeah.
It's annoying here. The cursed ring, huh? Just a scream and curses at me. You son of a bitch! You, this ring's a piece of shit. It absorbs elements.
What's wrong, Maze?
Aww, hi, Maze. His little pouty pout. 8, let's see, 869. 867. Ah, but it lowers like everything to nothing. 13111 versus. Yeah, so it absorbs, I guess it absorbs a lot of elements. Am I reading that right? It says absorbs elements, but it doesn't say that down there, so I don't know. Now, in some of these games, you wear a cursed item long enough, it evolves into something else, but I'm not willing to risk that.
Risk it,
Nope.
risk it,
Nope.
risk it,
Nope.
risk it for the biscuit, trisket, trisket, biscuit.
You're trying to use my fat cells to manipulate my opinion. Maybe. Trisket does sound pretty good right now.
Brisket with some cheese and some summer sauce.
Whoa.
Don't tempt me, Frodo.
A little bit of mustard. Or a Trisket with some tomato.
Whoa.
And battle salmon.
Is it just fat, stupid hermits?
Maybe if we had an elemental rod, I'd put it on Tella, maybe, but Iridia, but we don't have that, so. Oh my god, I walked 2 freaking steps! Ooh, preemptive. Nice. I am interested with this mechanically. There's some interesting things that are happening, and we've only just started. So I'm curious to see where a lot of these mechanics go. Especially when the party expands and there's more that we can do as the game progresses here. Remedy. Alright, yoink. Another preemptive, I'll take it. Okay, so he still runs, so that's interesting to know. Excuse me. This time we will not make that mistake. I will see if she can kill it. Oh, she can't quite kill it. So we're gonna have to leave that for Tella because we definitely want to get the XP from that creature in the back. This Flash is writ, but were there ABS RPGs on Flash you thought were good. Flash RPGs, Meeps. You might know more about that than me, actually.
What, like browser based?
I think so, yeah. I think that's what he's implying with that.
Okay, there was one called, Castaway, I think? Let me double check.
Ran away with a utensil-based bard.
Yeah, Castaway was pretty good. Castaway 2 is even better. The Swords and Sandals is pretty good.
You told me about that one. But yeah, I there are people using Wayback Machines to play Flash stuff, I think, right? That's like a thing.
Yeah, there's Epic Battle Fantasy, I remember that one.
Yeah. Didn't they release them on Steam though as like in an engine or something so they would be playable? Because I think I've seen Epic Battle Fantasies 3 and 4 on Steam.
Yeah.
But yeah, my knowledge of those is a little on the minimal. I do know of a little bit, but beyond that it would be a little trickier. So, okay, drains enemies HP. So that's an item that does that versus just using it as magic outright.
Swords and Souls.
Swords and Souls.
I
Okay.
think that got a new one on Steam recently.
Yeah, that's definitely an avenue that I kind of didn't really get into. I was too busy trying to find those gems in the PlayStation 2, 3 era. So I can't admit that that's probably why. That explains why my knowledge of the Flash RPGs is going to be a little dwindling.
Well, there you go.
So but Meeps seems to be much more versed in it. She actually fills in the gaps I think that I'm a little weaker on. My Pokemon knowledge is very elementary. I'd say that, right?
So is mine.
Yes. You've played almost all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've only played like, what, 4 of them? Ooh. They show the walkways
You've
here.
tried 4 of them anyway.
Yeah, okay, that's even more abysmal, right? But I do have, but yeah, it's just, I will say this, there are games I have not played in the RPG genre, but there are thousands of RPG games out there, and there's no way I could humanly play them all. If I could, I probably would be in a worse state. Because if I didn't have a job, or didn't have other obligations like feeding myself, I could probably get through many RPGs. But because of those elements that are beyond my control, and the necessary evils that I must commit, like eating and pooping and all that, there's going to be games that I've
spend
missed.
a lot of time pooping.
I do. I have some. I released the fucking Kraken. I'll tell you that. Leviathan comes out of my butthole daily.
Should we shower before you go to tutoring?
It's fine. As an RPG gamer, I enjoy talking with other RPG gamers. We could. I want to get through this dungeon and get to the next town. So I'd like to accomplish that. 'Cause I gotta go to the little work that I still have. I gotta go to that in about an hour, give or take. But we're making really good progress. We've not had any flub ups or anything happen to us yet. Other than, though, I didn't scan the Mist Dragon. I scanned the new one, but I didn't scan the first one. Because, you know, be thy reason. So let's see where we come out here. Good help my family later enjoy a shrimp burrito. Alright, he's going into Lurker. Well, I'm hoping you enjoy the stream, and yeah, hopefully we get to talk some more RPG stuff later. No, I never get tired of that. Never can get tired of talking about games. I get tired about talking about the same game for too long, but preemptive strike, and my jelly swords are useful.
Squid Billy.
That's a what?
Squid Billy.
Squid Billy? Look at that big frown. They're not happy. Take this, you jelly bastards. I just gotta figure out what they're weak to. And then they die.
Behold.
Oh my god. Well, we now know where they stole it from, right? Jokes aside.
I should go back and watch that.
Squidbillies?
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's a funny concept now. Squid Hillbilly. It wasn't a funny concept when I was like 9.
Well, yeah, now you want to see if you can understand it? And see if it's like 10,000 times funnier?
That enemy doesn't look like Squidbillies. It looks like a DC.
Clayface?
No, there's definitely one that's like a fucking squid.
DC?
Maybe it's not DC.
Maybe it's Marvel?
Maybe it's...
Ouch, the beast in the cave beyond here is strong. Use a tent if needed and save while you can.
Maybe it's Aqua Team Hunters.
Oh, the meatball? Meat dude?
But Meatball's a good guy.
I don't know. In this game? Jelly? Or flan will come up. Just pitch a tent. Feel better?
Yes.
That's what's important. Okay, we got to use the state save because regular saving doesn't work unless we die. I will do just in case. The beast is below. Oh, God.
Whale!
Nothing new. Let's go out of the water. This way. Ruby ring. Scan the tiny mage first.
The gnome.
Moving our bestiary.
Ouch. Not a bit much. Gotta speed this along here. Very magic resistant, aren't they? Oh no, we've been minied. Gotta stop using magic on them. They're resistant little buggers, aren't they? There we go. You're good XP though. Scan these guys. So we get credit. There's a silk web, so I can sell that for some more cash. That's hot damn. Oh, Odger. What leaps are ogres but toads?
Yeah, those are cool.
Pretty great.
It's something they were cool like 20 years ago.
Oh, but this is a different one. They're blue now instead of yellow.
Blue.
No, these are the first blue ones. The last ones were yellow and with, I think, like purple? There we go. Enemies are definitely hitting us with more status effects than I remember. Look.
No.
What? What do you mean, no? They're toads. Turn into a frog. Meow. You goof.
What?
You goof off. Oh. Heal up.
He's like, I'm sure. Okay.
Can you please just give me a little break? Just want to be prepared for the upcoming fight.
She's so tired after the dog caught her. Yes, she does.
Yeah, that she is.
I do like now how whenever we walk in there, I take a leash off and tell her to go get him, she runs off and she goes and gets him.
Yeah, she does. She definitely knows the.
Or if I point at dog and I say, can you guys say hi, she usually runs over to him.
Yep.
Maybe 70%.
She's a good girl like that. Shukaka, bumblebee tuna. You goof.
How is it that you know African language for Baba Yetu, but you don't know African language for the Lion King intro?
Because I was younger when I heard it, and I didn't know back then what they were saying.
Yeah, but you know now.
Not quite. I've never really sat down and listened to it that closely. I guess it.
I heard somebody translate it one time, and it basically is like, there is a lion, there goes a lion. It is a lion.
I now need to look that up.
They could have been bullshit me for sure.
That probably were.
Octo Mom.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Octo Mom before Octo Mom.
Exactly. Before the real Octomom, yeah.
This is the real Octo Mom.
Damn.
Dude.
We're gonna get to do something we've never done to this enemy. Well, first I'm gonna scan it. But Rydia is gonna be able to use Ramu on it.
Ramu.
And weak against the darkness. The violating tentacle monster.
Wait, it's just Kraken's long lost cousin. You wouldn't do that to Kraken.
Yes, I will.
Tight.
Aw. Ooh, get ready, Dr. Bomb. We still got another one of those in us, too. No, I had a feeling that we were told that using an absorbing weapon and then using Bane would be bad.
I was talking to someone recently, and they were talking about how it's an unspoken rule. If there's somebody blocking the aisle in a grocery store and you walk up to them, they know to move out of the way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, but sometimes they don't, man.
And then they get weird about it too when you tell them, you say excuse me or something. They're like, what?
That's what I was fucking saying. And he was like, no, it doesn't happen.
That whoever said that to you hasn't go out enough. That happens a lot. You've seen it happen.
I know. I was just like, maybe it's just a me thing.
Nope. It's definitely. Unless you live in like the nicest, smallest, quietest little town. Don't buy it. I don't buy it at
I was
all.
telling them that usually when I see somebody in the aisle, I just re-exit the aisle, I walk around, I walk in from the other side.
I one time did that, and then I blocked them from progressing down the aisle.
That's
To which
funny.
they asked me to move, and I said, why? And then they made that, rolled their eyes, and they're like, I'm sorry for blocking the way earlier. And I'm like, I just stare at them, with the most disappointed look of like, I don't give a crap why you did it. What makes you think that saying sorry is gonna make me move? And one lady just pushed my cart out of the way. I said, hey, you shouldn't, why, don't touch my cart. What's wrong with you? And then they just walked away, like, they sped really quickly away. Thinking, like, what, I was gonna chase them down over that? Like, I don't
You
give a
run them
crap.
over the cart. Ugh! You pick up the cart with one hand. Ugh! Over the head.
I did shout and say, thanks for moving my, shoving my cart out of the way, asshole. And then that was the end of it. But, I mean, it's like, you're gonna run into people who are fucking dipshits, you know, it's just... Who, you know, it's rules for thee, but not for me, and...
That's when you load your cart up with fucking bullshit, monotonous bullshit, and then you stand by the checkout and wait. Did you wait? And then when you see them start to go up to the checkout, you run ahead and you go in front of them,
That would be funny.
and you make sure the cashier scans every single item.
And then you make sure you scratch some of the bars so it's harder for him to scan them.
As they're standing behind you, they're wondering who the hell gets 37 bottles of ketchup. You didn't even want ketchup, you didn't even like ketchup. You did it because of them. You'll donate the ketchup to the homeless shelter or something.
Yeah, I write it off. Here's 30 bottles of ketchup.
They contain love and spite. And tomato.
And the tears of a psycho bitch. Usually not. I will say it's usually a woman that does that to me too. Usually most guys are pretty chill.
Dude, I get it from guys.
Maybe that's a thing. Maybe there's a weird dichotomy with that.
No, guys always like they expect me to move out of the way, like just like if they're blocking, they expect me to go around. Or fucking dude, I've had it before where like I'm walking or I'm standing or something, and they'll just walk into me because they expected me to move out of the way. And it's not like I'm blocking or anything, they just do that.
That would be me being like, what the fuck, dude? I thought you were gonna move. It's like, you didn't even ask me to move. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Well, I just thought you would have gotten out of my fucking way.
They do that.
Hey, look. It's the utensil.
You're that bad. You did this.
You know the famous line, right?
Spoon.
You swindler!
Please, listen.
That's my Edward voice.
You spoony bard!
Please.
Lucky I don't call you a fork! Silence!
I didn't.
Shut your mouth!
I. Please stop.
The new Ariel.
Whoa. Anna, are you alright? What did this man do to you?
Did he not see the freaking 5 ships that just fucking carpet bombed that
He's
castle?
old, okay.
Father Edward is the Prince of Damsian. He disguised as a bard to visit me in Kaipo. Forgive me for running away, but I love Edward. He sparkles in the daylight. We were about to leave to ask your blessing on our marriage. When Golbez bombed the castle from the Red Wings. Who is Golbez? I don't know. Why did they do this? They were after the fire crystal. Anna shielded me from their arrows. It looked like they were dropping bombs on you, bro.
You love him that much?
I do, but I love you too, Father. Oh, Edward.
No!
There's an opening back to that was never there before.
Who is Golbez?
All I know is he's gathering the crystals using the Red Wings.
Enough tears won't bring Anna back. Curse you, Golbez. I am coming to avenge my daughter.
You can't go alone. Bitch slap!
I need no help. This is my own affair.
Then he's gone.
Anna.
For someone who took a bomb to the face, she lasted a bit longer than you'd think.
Yeah, really.
Stop it.
You're a grown-up. I lost my mom, and I'm not gonna cry anymore. Rydia. God, he's being told off by a little girl.
I know, I'm just a coward, but I don't care. I'm staying here with Anna.
Bitch slap. You're not the only one suffering. I'm sure Anna would want you to help those who do. I'm Cecil. I'm looking for Sandruby to help my ill friend in Kaipo.
You need me?
Yes, you.
Your friend sounds important. You shouldn't lose a loved one. The sand ruby is made from the secretions of the antlion when it lays its eggs. The nest is across the shoals. We could use the hovercraft to cross them and also return to Kaipo.
Edward joined the party.
I'd rather he didn't.
You're not the only one to have that feeling. In almost every iteration of this game, Edward's probably the worst character. There's a couple iterations where they make him more functional and useful, but in this iteration, I'm not sure what they've done with him. We'll have to see, but chances are he's probably pretty bad. And he goes in the back row immediately because it's frickin' Edward. He starts with some gear. You can use bow and arrows, but I wouldn't give them to him per se. Okie dokie, loaf. Let's go back inside real quick after... Let me make a quick save here. Just before we probably stop for now. It's not a long stream today, guys. I gotta get going, and I've got to do the tutorings, but and I do want to shower before I go do the tutorings. So I just want to check what's back up. Watchtower's badly damaged. It's not safe to go up now. Ooh. We got to remember to come back here later in the game, I'm assuming. You can go to Kaipo along the shoals with the hovercraft. The road to Fabul through Mount Hobbs is blocked by thick ice. It's very thick. Edward has no magic, so I don't know. I think they just decided to keep Edward completely useless. No, we'll see what happens. Like I said, in other iterations of this game, they've made bards useful. So I'd be reluctant to think that they wouldn't have done something to make Edward more palatable. Other than that, he attacks from the back row. And his harps in other variants of this game can do status effects. And since there shouldn't be any overworld battles on the hovercraft, I'm curious to check one other thing. I noticed something weird. And I don't remember if we could reach it or not, but I want to check. We don't need anything from Kaipo, really. But these shoals, are these new? I saw these when we wandered over here earlier. These have to be new. I don't remember any of this. Ah, it's just a more direct route to Damsian. Okay. That's cool. At least they made... I don't remember that being in the original. So if it is, you're somebody correct me, I guess. But that's interesting. That is interesting indeed. And this is the antlion den, I think. I think these actually were here because you travel this way to get over to Damsian here. Cool beans. What about this? This wanders over to here. Don't know what that is or where that is in the overworld, so I don't want to... Does her scan let us see the overworld? World map and bestiary. Okay, shows me the bestiary, that's for sure. It didn't show me the world map. Package. That's the key for the new information of the game. I don't know how that lets us see the world map. Maybe we can't do it while we're on the hovercraft. Wouldn't surprise me. Let me see here. Now let me try it. This is like the gnome bread, isn't it? That lets us see that far out. Cool. Don't care about utilizing it at this exact moment, but that's interesting. Because we're going to pull up right to the antlion den, and this is a good place for us to stop. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by. As usual, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out the Twitch channel. Twitch.tv/JackDarStudios if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're on my Twitch channel, check out my YouTube channel at youtube.com/therepgguy. You know you're in the right place because I have over 2,000 videos of gaming content and more. And you know you don't want to miss out on any of that because fun stuff. So with that said, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. And I want to thank Neeps for hanging out and checking this out with me. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.